Hello there, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are gonna take a look at closed form solution in machine learning. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. So guys, closed form solution is used for linear regression and multivariate regression because both are the same things, and multivariate regression is just an extension of linear regression. So you can find you can do linear regression and multivariate regression with closed form solution. Okay, so what is closed form solution? If you take a look at this here, let me stop on this. So this is our closed form solution, or you can say this is our formula, that is that formula that we are going to use. Okay, so let's take a look at our multivariate regression program. So this is the program that we wrote in our multivariate series, and as you can see here, all of this code is only used to only do one thing, that is get the optimal values of theta. But as you can see here, our data was not that big, like we have 500 rows in this data. So let's suppose we are doing this for 30 epoch. Okay, and now let's see how much computing it is going to take. Let's suppose we have 30 epochs. We have 30 epochs here. In this we are gonna go like this. Then for every epoch we are going to find the error. And what is in the error function? Error function, we have to find the hypothesis, and for hypothesis we have to multiply this, and then we have to do this. So we have to do this every epoch. It means that we have to do this 30 times. Okay, now after that we also have to find the gradient. So this is the gradient function, we are calling it here. Let's check what is in the gradient function. In this again we have to find the hypothesis, so we are doing that again, and we also have to multiply it like this. So we have to do all these calculations 30 times just to find optimal values of theta. So this is where closed form solution comes in. If you have a normal size data, not a very big data, then what you can do is you can use closed form solution, and by using this formula you can just get the optimal values of theta, and you do not have to do anything. Literally you just have to use this formula and you will get optimal values of theta, and we will see in the next video that how you can get optimal values of theta using this. But for now, as I said, this is only going to work if your data is not big. Let me explain you why. Because if you see here, we have a inverse of a matrix. If you are going to multiply this, then we will have a matrix here, and if you inverse that matrix, basically what happens that inverse of a matrix is one of the most computationally expensive operations in computing. So that's why if you have a very big data, then inverse of a matrix might not even fit in your memory, or it could be anything, like there can be any problems. But the major problem is that this is very computationally expensive. So that's why if we have a very big data, then we will go with the gradient descent. But if we have a small data like we had in our previous videos, so let me just do this. Like in this case we only had 500 rows, 500 examples. So in this case we can use closed form solution. It is not a big deal, and it is going to produce very good results. So as this was it for this video, and in the next video we will see how we can derive this formula. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.